Hello and welcome to Tucson, Arizona. In 2015, UNESCO designated this city as the first city of gastronomy in the United States. The city's culinary scene is a blend of Native American, Spanish, Mexican, and other cultural influences, resulting in a diverse and distinctive cuisine. I am Jennifer Davis-Paige, the host of Culinary Travels. We will be featuring stories of amazing chefs, restaurants, and artisans. Today, we will be in the kitchen of Zio Peppe with its co-owner, Chef Matt Gable. Chef Matt has also represented Tucson as a City of Gastronomy ambassador and collaborates with other chefs on international culinary events. Our interviews can be seen on our YouTube channel, Culinary Travels Worldwide, Facebook, and Instagram. Please join us on our delicious journey. How old were you when you decided to become a chef?
So, I kind of got into being a chef a little bit backwards. I was actually told I was a chef.
Okay.
Yeah, so as a young restaurateur, when I bought my first restaurant, it was a Fresco Pizzeria. I was very young. I think I was 31 or something like that. You run into challenges, and there's really, there's only so much either your friends can help you with, and I happened to meet a man named Pat Connors. A wonderful man. He used to own a beloved restaurant in Tucson called Pastiche, and he would kind of, mentor me a little bit. And then we were doing like a photo shoot or something, and he wanted me to do like a bio, like a chef's bio. And I'm like, well, I'm not a chef. He's like, well, do you like own a restaurant and write the menu for it? Do you have some other chef doing it or other cooking? I was like, no. He's like, well, then you're a chef. And I was like, oh, just never thought of it that way. So I was already owned my own restaurant, creating my own menus before I even realized that that's what I was.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
What inspired you
sorry.
to start a career in culinary arts?
So, again, this one I really would have to say family. I'd have to say family because, so my parents, here at Zio, if you look on the walls, you'll see a lot of photos of a pizzeria from the early 70s. And that was my uncle's pizzeria, Tessio's, and my father, and then my other uncle. So there's three of them that were involved with it, and so they ended up selling it, I think, in the early '80s. But then my dad started a gelato and Italian ice business, and then I actually worked in there. But I mean, I knew about the pizzeria. He made pizza at home. Then we had our own storefront where we sold our desserts, and we were right next to a pizzeria. And I used to see those pizza guys making pizza over there, and I just thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And so yeah, I definitely wanted to be a pizza guy.
Okay.
That's kind of what I wanted to do first. I wanted to kind of pursue pizza, and that's what I did. And so that's kind of was my mission for a while, until a friend of mine, they had a wedding venue, and they lost their caterer, and they needed someone to step in. And even though it was a pizzeria, I was the only one they knew that in the business. And they're like, "Can you help us? We have weddings coming. We have to cook this food." And my brother Tim, he passed away, but he's a wonderful chef. And so I said, "Hey man, this is like a little bit outside of what I can do. Can you help me?" So he came, and we did this first wedding. And it went so well, they were just blown away, and they're like, because they just needed us to do a few while they found someone else, and we did the first one. They were like,
That was your first catering job?
First catering. Well, I mean, we'd done some like little like dropping off of like a lasagna or something, but like catering for a wedding, absolutely, real catering job, yeah. And we did it. We did a really phenomenal job, and the guests loved it, and they said, "Hey, do you want to be our house caterer?" And so working with my brother, because I really didn't know culinary terms, I didn't know like the mother sauces, and just working with a chef that just really knew his stuff. Like that's when I really wanted to I wanted to get better, and I wanted to like learn it all. And one cool thing about if you do that kind of catering, you do a lot of different types of food. And so yeah, it was a lot. Early on, it was my parents and just being in that world, and and having a large family, 7 kids. We never ate out. Everything was cooked at home, and and then working in the restaurant next to in the ice cream place next to a restaurant, and then having Pat say, "Hey, you're a chef," and then me thinking I'm a chef, but then working with an actual chef, be like, "Oh man, like if I'm going to call myself a chef, I should probably really learn all this stuff." And so yeah, it's kind of real backwards roundabout way, but that's kind of how it went.
Oh, that's a wonderful story. Now, does your restaurant, Zio Peppe, have a signature drink?
Why, yes, it does. It's the Last Monsoon. It was created by our bartender Alfredo Aguilar.
And this is the Last Monsoon.
That is the Last Monsoon.
Tell us what's in this. This looks delicious.
So it's very lovely, very summer drink. It's a tequila-based drink. We have pomegranate, fall spices, a little bit of vanilla. We do a little orange blossom rinse.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah, and
Just
we finish.
wonderful.
Yeah, we actually finished with a little creosote tincture. And
So refreshing.
Yeah, we actually won a cocktail competition with it. We created it for a cocktail competition, and then it ended up kind of becoming our go-to drink at the restaurant.
Well, I'm glad you won because you deserved it. It's
Thank you.
absolutely delicious. Well, my last question to you is, you have this dream dinner.
Okay.
You're inviting 4 people,
Okay.
past or present.
Mm-hmm.
Who would they be? What would you serve?
Oh my gosh, that's a tough one. Well, I think I have to serve my barbecue.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd keep it simple, and the center of that plate would just be like a perfectly done barbecue. A perfectly done brisket. I use mesquite to smoke it, but basic sides. I probably wouldn't go a whole lot. For me, it's really about that bite of meat. But gosh, who's gonna be at that dinner? I'm not huge on celebrity chefs, but
Okay.
but if I was gonna have a dinner, with anyone, I would probably want to be Marco Pierre White.
Okay.
Just the way he talks about food, it's just and just the way he, just the reverence he has for it. I mean, and the knowledge, So that would be cool. I probably want MFK Fisher, as I told you.
I remember you telling me about her. Yes.
Yes, kind of like the first real food writer, the kind of set the standard for what you guys are all doing today. Really, because food, it used to just be, something you put in your face, and us, especially in America, didn't appreciate it. And yeah, if you get a chance, read The Art of Eating by MFK Fisher, and it's wonderful.
I have it on my list.
Fantastic. So I'm a big music fan.
Okay.
And I mean, I think it would be so cool so there's a guitarist, he's not super famous, but Derek Trucks, who, started as he went to Juilliard. By 15, he was playing shows, and he actually played some shows with the Allman Brothers,
Okay.
as a kid. And then when they lost their guitarist, I think he was in his late teens, early 20s, became the guitarist for the Allman Brothers. Then did his own band. Then married another person, Susan Tedeschi. They created another band, which is just lovely. Just knowing someone that kind of been through all that, and he's jammed with Eric Clapton, B.B. King,
Okay.
every virtuoso
Yeah.
he's played with, and so just kind of talking to one person that's kind of been with or spent the evening with a person that's played with all those great players and hearing the stories. I think that'd be great. And the fourth person, and this isn't just for the sake of my marriage or anything, but honestly, it would be my wife.
Okay.
Because she's really, she's who I eat with.
Okay.
And I couldn't imagine having a dinner without her. And I know nobody who loves perfect food more than her. I mean, the best meal we ever had, and this has only happened once, but the best meal we ever had, she actually took a bite of her main and a tear came down.
Oh my, okay.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that kind of passion for food I'd want at that table.
Terrific. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is wonderful. Here's a toast to Tucson, the city of gastronomy. And remember, share a meal with someone special every day. And we'll see you next time.